Hi guys, today we are talking about summarizing or retelling our story. When you summarize, you put the author's ideas into your own words. So, for example, if I was going to summarize Frozen, the movie, I wouldn't tell every single part that happened. I wouldn't go ahead and start quoting the songs and singing them and quoting Olaf when he likes the nose. I wouldn't go through all that detail. I would say there were two sisters that lived in Arendelle, and one of them had powers, one of them didn't. And the one that had powers, her name's Elsa, and she got angry and she was scared and she froze the whole land. So then Anna, the other sister, wanted to come help and save them. So she went on a journey to find her sister, and in the end, they ended up de-thawing all the ice and the snow that Elsa had created and living happily together. So see, I didn't give all the details. You still don't know all the characters and what happened, but you got the main points of what was happening. So you're going to read the text, stop to think about the most important ideas, and then say them in your own words. So you're going to put an end to it. So it really helps if you use the important details. Now, is it important that Anna fell in the water and got cold? Not really. Is it important that she met Kristoff and Olaf and they helped her go to find Elsa? Yes, I would probably want to include that in my summary. You can use words and pictures from the text to help you, but don't change the meaning of the story. So when you retell it, it's when you're taking your summarizing and you're putting it into your own words. We're still going to have our order of our story, our beginning, our middle, and end. We're not going to put the end first and then the middle, then the beginning. We're going to keep it in that order, beginning, middle, and then end. So again, we're going to use our own words, use our details, and use the words and pictures to help us. So today we are going to read a story called Handmade. Now this is a procedural text. It's going to tell us how to do or to make something. So it's probably going to give us directions or steps to follow, and it's going to show us pictures of what the final product is going to look like. After, you're going to help me by putting it into our own words. You're going to help me summarize the story. Handmade by Guadalupe Rodriguez. Landscape with an animal. Step 1. On thick paper, draw a curved line. Cut. Color one part of the color of the sky. Color the other one like grass or the ocean. Step 2. Put together the two parts by gluing only the ends. The center part stays open. Step 3. Get another piece of thick paper. Draw and color an animal, then cut it out. Cut a strip of thick paper. Glue the end of the strip to the back of the animal. Let it dry. Step 4. Then put the strip through the open part of the landscape. Attach it with the paper fastener. Make your animal walk along the landscape by moving the strip back and forth. Flying fish. Number 1. On a large sheet of paper, draw 2 lines like in the picture. Cut. Part 2. Color the eyes and the body. Glue the edges together. Step 3. Tie a string to both sides of the mouth to make a loop. Tie on a long string to pull. Glue on strips of paper to make the tail. Paper birds. Step 1. Use a plate to trace a circle on paper. Cut the circle and then fold it in half. Step 2. Draw and cut feathers and a beak out of tissue paper. Glue them on. Then draw an eye on each side of the paper. Get 2 wooden sticks for the legs. Glue them on. Use thread or yarn to hang up the bird, and it'll be ready to fly. So, how do we summarize Handmade? Well, we're going to use details from the story to answer the questions. Summarize, what do you make in each project and how can it be used? So they made 3 different things. That's what you're going to tell me. And how did they tell you to make those steps? Did it just have a big chunk of words or was it broken up? Those are the details you're going to give me.